Anyway, back to the game because I can see some more blood I'm going to draw here. Okay, and now the move I'm going to make now, I'm going to take this blue here, which sets me up on my next move to be able to take the yellow. So I'm setting myself up for my next move, so I'm trying to think ahead.
Yeah.
Trying to.
See, Simon's he's always thinking 25 moves ahead. You know, that's his job.
I'm not sure about 25. One's good enough at this moment in time.
But of course, the joke being, of course, is Capablanca, who's a brilliant chess player, said is that he only thinks one move ahead, but it's a correct move. So
yes.
now Green here has suddenly, if you remember, Green couldn't move before, but now there's some space opened up, and now Green can actually sort of get back into the game, or actually get into the game in the first place. So we have a choice. We can take either of these two counters. But if I move if I go here, then I know that I can be taken in two ways. So I'm more inclined to take this counter, and notice now that only one way can take me, so this counter is safer, so that's why I made that particular move. But of course, you know, that's just my style. Other people might see a better strategy.
Well, would I be better to take your green that way or that way? Obviously I can take there or I can go there. Is there a better,
it's a good question.
Is there a better move?
If you move your blue there, then it's safe actually, because let's say you do this, nothing can take it.
Yeah.
If you did it the other way, then you're vulnerable to being taken by that one.
So why don't you do that move?
I think I'll go for the first. I'll go for the first one.
Right.
Okay.
It's a good question.
Okay, and by playing that move, I now have to think of other options. I can see two possibilities I can capture here. So I can see one red capturing here, this yellow, and one red capturing here, this yellow. Just trying to think ahead which move would benefit me for my opponent's next move. If I capture this way, I know the green would be able to capture me. So
could you show that, Simon?
Yeah.
The principle behind that.
So I'm thinking I have two options here, apart from taking myself, which I don't want to do. If I captured this piece here and removed it from the board, on green's next go, green would be able to capture my red, which would be a problem.
Green could do this
by capturing it,
yes.
And I'd lose an extra piece. So the way I'm thinking is
because every time you move a piece, you're creating a gap, and that allows somebody else to take advantage of that space.
Yeah. I mean, on the other side of that, I'm going to play this move anyway. I'm going to move my red here, which looks pretty false, but that still gives the option of green taking this one. But then I can take back in future. So there's actually thinking 3 moves ahead here. Because when green takes here, then I'll be able to take green back. So it gives me more opportunities on my next turn. Yes. Possibly.
So sportingly, I shall then sort of enact the fate that Simon actually elucidated.
So it's falling into my trick.
And I am going to do possibly my only move. Was that my only move?
Yep, so it's a good move.
Yeah, it's a good move. So, okay, we're getting into the game now. The basics have been done. A lot of possibilities. I will take a green.
So green now is going to make a hasty move, because now what we want to do is make a few fast moves to sort of just show you how the game evolves. So I'll randomly take a counter. Cunning move by red.
I'm getting picked on, I think, as the beginner.
Now look at this. Already, like, green's in an awkward situation here. This is really interesting, because green cannot take a different. Oh yes, green's got. You know what? I was thinking that green could only take himself, but I've just spotted an alternative.
I think there's also another one you got there, James, as well.
Really?
There is, but I won't tell you about
it. Oh no, you're not going to tell me.
No.
Oh, you're right. I've just seen it.
Giving the game away.
Where would I be without you, Simon?
A lot better man. So, all right, okay. That's very kind of Lisa, I guess.
That's what I could do, I think.
And Simon gave me some cogent advice.
We really are both going off me.
All right, over to Lisa.
Can I go?
Where can Lisa go?
I think I can see one move.
Oh, I can see a move.
Yeah.
Hey.
Pick up pretty quick for a beginner. And, right.
That is the justice then.
Take that one.
Okay, so now blue's in serious trouble. Oh look, we can move.
Was it
now.
my go already?
Oh, no. So that's blue. But I'm thinking that I'm blue and I'm not in green. But so I'm going mental. There we go.
Right, again. Sorry, is that which best move? That one or that one?
That's for you to work out, Lisa.
Yeah. What do you think, Lisa? Why don't you think it through? Maybe try one and just think whether you're happy with it.
I think, oh good God, I think that one probably.
Because you open up a lot of possibilities each move you do.
Yeah, it's about that. Yeah, I think about the same really.
Yeah, I think they probably
I'm quite happy with that move as well. Thank you very much.
It doesn't help green. You know, so
No, keep green out of the game. We've got to keep the inventor out of the game.
You know what? I think here that
You
green,
have to take your own piece, don't you?
green has to take his own piece.
Yeah.
You know, has it come to this? So there we go. So I'm going to just randomly now. What I want to do is I'm going to sort of maybe just move a centre one like that, and I'm going to put this green where it's safe because I know that next time I can take either yellow
So you're taking
or
yourself?
red.
You're happy enough to do so.
So
Yes.
yes, now green's taking his own piece because you can't miss a go if you can take
So I
yourself.
have to take
So-
myself, don't I?
Yeah.
And the good thing about this, when you're playing it, you can be thinking about your move in advance as well, which I quite like.
Yes, that's
You
a
know.
good point.
So,
Oh.
so-
Blue-
Oh, there's
blue-
another one
blue
there.
could have taken yellow.
you're not supposed to give your opponent help, are you?
What?
I don't like this tactic. All beginners. This is the expert.
So let's think. We have a green move now that's a bit more profitable than last time, and also this green is safe for now because he's not being attacked.
Hasn't got any neighbours. I guess if you
That's
have
right.
neighbours in this game, it's quite
Yes,
dangerous.
that's right. His
Okay, I've
neighbours
done a
are
good move. I could have done
enemies.
that one, and that was a better move.
Okay,
definitely.
and now it
Yeah.
looks like I'm going to
Getting
play
it.
with myself here because I can't see any other options. What else can I do here? Because I think because this diagonal line, they're not next to each other. I have to actually take one. But if I let's go. Oh no, but then you can take me. Oh no, you can't because you're not yellow. Okay, I'll take that one.
Yes, yellow's a neutral colour, so
I
this
don't have to
red
worry
one
about
is
yellows.
safe because
Yeah.
yellow isn't active because it's a three-player game. So
Yeah.
in a three-player game, one of the colours is neutral. Now we have green to move, and again things looking grim. Oh, green can take a piece, so we're happy.
Yet again. This is getting really bad for me.
The game's turning slightly against red.
I'm going to play my own pieces
Red
again.
is working against himself here.
I am. Okay, I'll play myself by taking that one. Only way to
And
do it.
notice that next time red has set
I
himself
know,
up
I have
again.
to take myself again. But either way I did it, I had to do it. So I've got myself in a bit of a pickle here, I think.
And also,
It's funny how the game changes so
it's
quick,
funny,
so I thought I was
it can
doing very well.
change- It can change overnight, you know. It's
Yeah.
and-
Overnight, it's not that long the game, is it?
Well, it depends if you're playing 2 seconds
Yeah.
towards midnight.
Right, yeah, okay, good point. Okay, yet again.
But all blue's looking strong.
Right, now this time I'm not going to take myself there because then I'll probably have to take myself again. So we'll do it this way.
Safer.
Right, it's a safer option. But I haven't got many reds
Yeah.
left.
No, it's so green now.
That was good
What's
for me
green
too.
up to?
Good for you.
That was good for me, yeah.
Because you can get me.
Well, yes.
Yeah, it's not good.
And not be taken.
Well, green doesn't want to do this because he's going to expose this one to an attack by red. So green's going to perhaps do least of the evils, take himself there.
I'm not going to go there.
Okay, but now you expose me to this one.
Indeed. But at least green now has freed up this one to take this one.
Okay.
I'm not going to get taken, that's all I can do.
And the only move I can play now is this move. Take myself. So James, it looks like you're well ahead here.
We're looking quite good. I can leave these pieces alone because they're not being
Funny,
attacked.
funny how the inventor of the game ends up winning. This is,
It's uncanny.
I'm a
but
grandmaster, didn't you know? I'm a grandmaster.
it's like, unfortunately, you have the opposite of beginner's luck in this game, I'm afraid, Simon.
Right, yeah,
So-
you have to learn the skill involved, yeah. And I guess you get to know the patterns quite well after a while, what you should be doing as well.
I wouldn't
Yeah.
know because
I can only play with myself now.
I'm not clever enough to analyse
play
this
yourself,
game, you know.
okay.
I invent them, but I don't analyse them.
I can't even play with myself here. I don't know what I'm supposed to do.
You did, but
I can't
nevertheless,
move. This is another position we had
Really?
earlier on where I can't actually do anything.
That's
Oh,
surprising.
oh no, I can.
You
Sorry,
can move,
my
yes,
mistake.
Yes,
I
yes.
can. I can play the
So-
yellows. Okay.
So right, okay. So green now is looking quite strong. Now green's being this piece being attacked, so it probably makes sense to move him.
Well, it wasn't being attacked because the yellow's not in play.
I'm out.
Oh, that's true.
I'm out of moves.
You might have
Yeah.
invented this game, but
Ah,
still
that-
know some.
That was an analysis fail by the
Analysis
game
fail.
inventor.
And I can't play. I can't play. So
No.
so James, it's back to James immediately.
Oh, okay. So that's good. So you can't move.
I can't.
Nice.
No, okay. So I guess
We're in a bit of trouble here, aren't we, Lisa? What are we
I
going to do?
am.
We're in serious
Right.
trouble.
So, I'll tell you what.
Oh.
I've got to think about. Right, blue's not doing so well. Red's doing better. So I think I may here. I tell you what. I'm going to
Kill
attack
me.
this red piece by coming here like that. I'll take my
See,
own
that's-
piece to attack
That's
a
an
red
interesting
piece.
sacrificial move.
Yeah.
And again, I don't think me or Lisa can move here, can we?
No, I mean, that's probably the first sacrificial move ever made in this entire history of Solitica.
Right.
So there we go. So
Well, there'll be plenty more, don't you worry. And hang on, it's come to a situation where again, I don't think me or Lisa
so
can
green can
move.
keep moving.
Yeah, I know.
It's
And
just
what
you.
about, so because yellow, of course, is out of the.
Yeah,
They're not a player, so it makes sense to remove non-neutral
Blue.
piece.
Seems like you've played this game before, James.
Who would have thunk it? And then quickly just wrap up
Yeah.
then. So I don't know if. Oh, I tell you what, if I do here, it means I can now.
Yeah, because your last move was
Yes.
very clever because you blocked
Yes,
it
we've
before
got-
you
we've
moved.
got lined up
Even
an
though
attack.
it didn't seem like you clearly
Yes.
knew you were doing that, but
And-
still, still a very clever move. But I say that you are the inventor of the game. I'll give you a bit more credit.
That's like,
A little bit, only a little bit.
Yes, I was faking not knowing what I was doing right there.
Right,
So,
well done. You faked it very well. So, and voila.
And I think that's it. That's the end of the game. And there's a massacre at the end there by green, which came back from the end and looks
So-
like. Let's add up the pieces. Lisa, would you like to analyse the finishing positions by the colours?
Well, I think I lost.
So you
I
were
think the
playing
Grandmaster
blue.
came second
So
last.
you got
Second
one.
last.
Got one
Second last.
there's one blue.
Second last.
Yeah.
Second, surely.
And then there's 3 red. That's red. Ginger GM
Yes,
is red.
second last.
Actually. So and
Second.
yeah.
And now
And modesty prevents me from counting the green pieces.
6. Okay. So well done, James. It seemed like you won that
Yeah.
game kind of fair and
Started
square.
off slow, but somehow this is a funny thing about Solitica, right? Is the way it starts off is by no means an indicator of how the game's going to finish. You know, suddenly green came back from behind from a hopeless position.
I also might have a
And,
chance in this game at beating a Grandmaster in
You
chess.
might do. Yeah, you never
No,
know.
probably not. Actually, to be honest. Well, you might think that, but I seriously doubt it. Actually.
You never
But,
know.
well, you never know. True. Actually, I think you would have a good shot. I only say that because you do. Yeah, okay, of course you do. No, I think you. Yeah. So.
But a finite chance. Yeah, not like it's non-zero chance.
Well, that's it, because you do have a
So-
good thing about this, I guess, is a bit like some luck games. If you
Yeah.
did play the luck setup, there's always that element of luck.
There's always
In
a
the way it's
chance.
set up, so anyone's got a chance of beating anyone else,
That's
which is
right.
quite nice.
Yeah.
But you don't get that in chess, really, because chess,
Yes, chess
you
is,
can't beat someone. Skill
no.
game, pure
That's
skill.
right. They call it a total information game.
Yeah.
Whereas this game is.
Yeah.
This game is actually a total information game as well. This is a technical term. What that means is all of the information is on the board, and Captica games tend to be of this nature. Most of them. The idea is with the total information game is that there's nothing hidden. In other words, in poker or card games, quite often the player hides cards. So basically, then they have to make guesses about what other people have. Whereas with this game, somebody can think ahead all of the combinations. Then technically, they have a huge advantage. But on the other hand, as you see, it's a fun game. Kids can play this game. Like 5-year-old could happily play this game. It's a nice, simple game. They might tip up the board in a tantrum, but technically, they could play the game.
Right, well, that was a nice quick game, nice fun game, and lots of interesting little moves you can do there. You can see the simplicity of it, but also how complicated the game could get as well. So, yeah, very enjoyable, James, and I don't know, what other things you can...
Well, the thing that struck me there was that green, I'm talking about myself, like the huge, massive ego, the game inventor, but green was basically getting off to a struggle, he's struggling to start, the first move he couldn't move, had to miss a game, had to miss a go, so if you were a betting man, you might have said that green, he's going to come in last,
Yeah.
But the last horse sometimes wins the race, and what we saw here was that green kind of gradually recovered, and then through some kind of supernatural sort of chain reaction, pulled through, and then there's victory,
Could I have made better moves then, do you think? I don't feel I had too many options, but do you think I could have made better moves?
My personal opinion is yes, you could.
Best moves for Simon.
That's fine.
You,
That's fine.
no,
It's
I
good
think
to
you were
know.
forced into your way of playing
Okay.
the moves. So I think that's the luck factor as well, isn't
Yeah,
it?
yeah.
So maybe
Okay. That's right.
bit like
I mean,
cricket.
that's the thing about it. Sometimes you're forced to make a move,
Yeah.
but other times, that subtle choice can.
You can
if you move just
three
one
moves ahead.
piece,
I think so.
it
yeah.
completely changes the course of the game. Just
And
a single
I
move.
must have made some serious mistakes there as well, because I started quite strongly. I was like
Yeah.
taking everything. But at some stage, look at me, it's pathetic. I've
Yeah.
got three of these little guys over here.
Well, you had
What happened?
you had 5 moves where you had to take your own pieces off the board.
Yeah,
You're
well,
self-destructed.
yeah,
But
I
also, you
did,
think
yeah.
3 moves ahead in your own style. You don't know what they're going to do in their 3
That's
moves
right.
ahead.
So you have
for
to try to
minutes.
work out
Yeah.
the duration, the
Yeah,
tree of
so
the
it's quite
different
a lot.
possibilities.
Rather just 3 moves,
That's
it's quite
right.
actually, yeah.
It's quite a lot. That's a simple version. So so simple to play, but
Yes.
difficult to master.
That's right.